Anthony Edwards is special. I keep saying it, and he hates when I say it, but he's going to be the face of the NBA sooner than later. So,
world, welcome back to Charge the Game podcast, and we got to get into the discussion of the new face of the league. Now, I know LeBron James is more so exiting the league than he is remaining or entering the league. And one thing I know for sure, there are a few people that come to my mind instantly, and I will have to say that number one would probably be Giannis, right? Because obviously he has one ring, right? He's been with an organization that drafted him, and he's also done it the right way. Traditionally, he did it without making a trade, right? He did it without making a trade, and he did it without teaming up with anybody. So I would say that he probably should be the face of the league. He's still young. But I want to get into the report where Anthony Edwards, right? If you guys been following this channel, you know that I love Anthony Edwards, man. Anthony Edwards is a guy, he just kind of has an old school mystique to him, like a retro throwback type of mentality. And you guys know I'm not with the new NBA, man. The new NBA is too soft, too overly paid, and overly played. They are playing themselves because these are the same NBA players who will come out and say that they can compete against the old style NBA, right? Back when it was far more physical, way more physicality, hand check, bumping, throwing you out the air, right? So even when it comes to other sports like the NFL, how can we say that Tom Brady isn't the GOAT? Because I know that Patrick Mahomes is coming up, and you know everybody's saying he's the GOAT, and I know that this is a little off topic, but follow me. Look at the rule changes, right? Look at the rule changes in the NBA for LeBron, MJ, Mahomes, and Tom Brady, right? You mean to tell me if Patrick Mahomes played in a different time and era where you could literally take wide receivers out the air, tight ends were not as valued like they are now, Patrick Mahomes would not look like that. Same case for LeBron James. And I know he's the greatest to most people, but you literally have to go back to let's go back to the Kobe era, right? Like, man, it was just far more physical. And before Kobe, the MJ era, like, come on, man. Right? So I think about all of that when I'm saying, like, who should be the face of the league. And I think that the way Anthony Edwards has emerged, his demeanor, his attitude. I first started to really like this guy when I saw him in that Adam Sandler movie. And I was sold then because I was like, man, this dude is really like that. I thought he was just being stupid and clowning in his post-game interviews or pre-game interviews. His personality is who he is. And we know that he says a few things that are off the wall, but you got to love a guy with that type of mindset, that approach. He obviously has a sweet jump shot. He can jump out of the gym. He has a mean handle game. And he just has a personality that I feel like kids and adults would gravitate to. But let's get into this report where Karl Anthony Towns spoke of this, and the sense caught fire everywhere in all the media outlets, as Karl Anthony Towns says that Anthony Edwards will be the face of the NBA sooner than later, right? And obviously he was on First Take, so let's get into that clip.
I think when he's playing the game he's playing right now, I think he's one of the top players in the NBA, and then you mix that in with the charisma and the personality he has, he's a huge boost for our locker room as well. So Anthony Edwards is special. I keep saying it, and he hates when I say it, but he's going to be the face of the NBA sooner than later. So we're just super honored that we all get to play with him. We all get to help him in this process of maturing and becoming the face. And I think that the future is very, very bright for him.
There go Karl Anthony Towns and using that fake ass voice, y'all. But y'all heard what he said, right? Y'all heard what he said. Basically the same thing I said. He has the it factor. Now the difference is Giannis has it as well. It's just not received because obviously he's international, and you know, it's more. I feel like it looks better when you have a face of the league who is a guy that isn't overly tall, but kind of like just right. And you just gotta look at his playing style. Look at Ant-Man's playing style. Look at how he reminds you so much of Michael Jordan. Look at how much he reminds you of him with the mid-range, right? his approach, his attack, his leaping ability. And I get it, man. You know, they even say he looked like him because I saw the side-by-side comparisons. And I ain't gonna lie, man. Dude look like he favors Michael Jordan just like Jimmy Butler does. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's some type of NBA genetic DNA strand out there that everybody might get a case of. I don't know. But based off what Karl Anthony Towns just said, man, I would have to agree, man. I think that he can do it. I think that. I've watched this guy literally come into the league. I've watched his growth. I watched his Team USA in the summertime with Coach Kerr. I watched how he took the criticism because you remember Steve Kerr told him that, you know, during the tryouts that they held for Anthony Edwards that they would not have selected him. And even for a guy to say he hates when I say it, but he's going to be the face of the NBA, right? That just means that that type of praise and attention is something that he is not seeking, right? Now you have other NBA players who crown themselves, who say that they're the king, who say that they're the chosen one, this and that. You got some players out there, man, who want that attention. But you got a guy like this, man, who sticks to it, man. And really, man, check out the article, man, where it says Edwards is averaging 26.3 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 5.3 assists this season while shooting 47.1% from the field, 38.6% from three, and 84.1% from the foul line. He's ninth in the NBA in total points and 11th in points per game. Now I can understand why. Like, just looking at these stats, right? It just goes to show you that this guy has what it takes and he's doing it. And every year this guy's gotten better, right? Right? I would like to see a case for Luka too. Like, I actually like Luka. You know what I'm saying? I just think that he has to learn how to be less James Harden-ish a little bit, right? Right? Learn how to move off the ball, without the ball, right? But he's a phenomenal player. He goes on to say that the Timberwolves have the top record in the Western Conference at 39-16. Edwards and Towns are trying to lead the Minnesota Timberwolves to a championship for the first time in franchise history. Now, if Anthony Edwards pulls this off, right? If Anthony Edwards pulls this off, man, LeBron James gonna have to move out the way because this guy is going to be on the map, and the organization is going to do everything in their power to surround him around the right key pieces and key players to continue to get them as close, if not close, to actually winning a championship. Now, Edwards signed a 5-year, $204 million extension last offseason. He'll make $35.3 million next season. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves signed Towns to a 4-year, $221 million extension in July 2022. Cat will make $49.4 million next season. And I think with the duo they have, you got Rudy Gobert, when he's not getting choked out, man, he's actually doing great things on the defensive board. And I think that this kid's future is very promising, and I salute this and I support this guy. So you guys weigh in on this and tell me what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all think it could be a Ja Morant? You know what I'm saying? A Luka legend. You know what I'm saying? A Jason Tatum. You know what I'm saying? We got a plenty young talent around this thing. So I want you guys to weigh in and tell me your comments, your thoughts, and your opinions. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. If you rocking with the video, I want to ask you guys to do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell so you guys can continue to get the latest when I drop my sports media takes. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Charge the Game. Thank you so much for the love and support. Like always, let me know how you charge the game. Peace.